All right, welcome back to Cheddar. Well, today, IBM released a study about global consumer trends. IBM, in partnership with the National Retail Federation, polled close to 19,000 consumers across 28 countries. The survey reveals the importance of brand purpose surpasses cost and convenience for shoppers today. Joining us now to break this down is Luq Niazi, Global Managing Director of Consumer Industries at IBM. Luq, thank you so much for being with us.
Pleasure to be with you. Hi.
Now, how will this research change the way we think about consumer habits?
Well, it's a really fascinating piece of work that we've undertaken with the NRF. Surveyed 19,000 consumers around the world in over 28 countries from an age population of 18 to 73. And what we're finding is a very significant rise in a new class of consumer, which is the purpose-driven consumer. Of the total respondents, 40% of the consumers were the convenience consumers, but 40% are this new class purpose-driven consumers. What do I mean by purpose-driven? It's about sustainability, clean products, recycling, etc. And that, of course, has a lot of implications for both retailers and for consumer companies.
And so thinking further along those lines, will this actually drive a consumer not to purchase with a company or their products because they are not purpose-driven in the direction that that consumer is looking for?
More and more we're seeing an extension of the concept of the importance of the brand value to be moving to the importance of purpose value. So are the goods that I'm buying produced, transported, provided in the right way? Are they looking up to the standards that I believe in as a consumer? And yes, I think it will result in consumers making conscious choices. But what's also really interesting from the results is that we're finding that consumers are prepared to pay on average 5% more to those companies that are able to deliver and demonstrate that they are delivering with the trust and transparency that they want in their purpose-driven decisions.
And based on your research, how common are you finding impulse shopping to be?
Well, that's the other big finding from the survey, which is the rise of the micro moment, and that moment being the fact that we're now shopping, in small bites of time while doing other things, maybe watching TV, maybe when we're exercising, maybe when we're out, having food at the restaurant. And it's coming because the ability to get that micro moment shopping on the mobile device wherever you are through a whole range of channels. And that in itself, of course, is driving a very different set of complications and or opportunities for both retailers and the companies that serve those retailers.
How does that impact where retailers are positioning their products and where manufacturers of those products are prioritizing where they would like to advertise as well?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, the first and most fundamental piece is that actually you've got to be almost everywhere. You have to be prepared to have your product in any channel, omnipresent, social, mobile, traditional, etc. So that's the first key piece. And then what it means also is that you've now got a very different demand signal coming into you in a greater level of unpredictability, and how you connect your supply chain to be able to fulfill, and then how you deliver against the experience when the consumer wants it is the other kind of complexity that comes out of this.
All right, Luq Niazi, who is the Global Managing Director of Consumer Industries at IBM. Thanks so much for taking the time here today.